sports. It's in the game.
Let me find out my team playing
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Coach, a low front has dipped a little further south than anticipated and left us under a blanket of white stuff, and still falling here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 64 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They keep it with Smith on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal, and the lone man to the back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run on first down. Freeman slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Caught by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They run Devontae Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He completes it to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run full. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go to Elliott again. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Elliott.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson.
We got this.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. 20. A big run there by Freeman. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
After the big play and chance. Finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking deep, and now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 51 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 42.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine. At halftime, they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's fake. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan complete to Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, tighten down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got to go to Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On first down, Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Ryan Jones has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This complete to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.